My name is Angelo Washington, and my topic today is obesity, and I will be going over how I would solve the problem by analyzing 3 different journal articles as well as analyzing their solutions and flaws. One is considered obese if their BMI is over 30. Obesity can have many different causing factors, but the 2 main factors are nutrition and exercise. The first article I'll be going over is Fast Food Oppression Through Poor Nutrition by Andrea Freeman. In this article, Andrea Freeman talks about obesity through the fast food and how lack of healthy fast food in certain communities can cause obesity. She goes into detail about how these fast food companies, how they fry their food in trans fats, which are very harmful to the human body, and also states that obesity causes 325,000 deaths per year. Her solution to the problem was to raise FDA standards, which would reduce the amount of harmful fats and ingredients in the making of the fast food, as well as raising awareness in advertisements about how harmful the products are. I think that that's a very good solution. It's one of the best that I've heard, but I don't think that we will be able to tackle the problem at the very top, which is the FDA. The next article I went over was The Effect of Fast Food Restaurants on Obesity and Weight Gain by Janet Curry. Now, Janet Curry researches 2 populations, which is a 9th grade population and pregnant women population. And she compares, well, she doesn't compare, she looks at how close a fast food restaurant is to these populations and sees the correlation with obesity rates and weight gain. And she found that a 5.2% increase in obesity when 9th grade students live 0.1 miles away from a fast food restaurant. And she found a 1.6 increase in the probability of gaining 20 kilograms in pregnant women if they lived within 0.25 miles of a fast food restaurant. And this was very great, insightful information, but she did not leave a solution, so I can't critique her solution because she didn't leave one. But she did give some very good information. And the final journal article I went over was What Causes Obesity and Why Has It Grown So Much by John Tomer. John Tomer looks at kind of the whole thing of obesity, where the body, he goes into the nutrition and how the calorie intake outweighs the calories burned, which leads to a net gain, which over time will cause obesity, especially in the foods that we eat. He also goes over the mental part of it. He goes into detail about how fast foods companies, how they advertise their food and how it sucks you in, which once you get sucked in and start eating there, then your risk for obesity goes up. And he gives a stat that in 2004, 11% of food advertisement was for fast food, but that was back in 2004, now it's 2023. Now, with technology and social media ramping up these days, you can only imagine how much percent of advertisement is for fast food now because it's so easy and accessible. He also gives out great information, but he as well does not leave a solution to the problem. Now, my solution to the problem is very much based off of source 1 by the one Andrea Freeman gave. I believe that we should raise standards and make fast food companies tell the risk of eating their food in their commercials, much like how medicine companies tell their risk of the the side effects of the food, and like tobacco companies, how they tell the risk, and alcohol companies tell their risk. But I don't think that we will be able to change it at an FDA level at the very top. I think we have to start much lower, like just communities and towns and counties, and just trying to get certain policies enacted to where maybe we can raise the standards where you have to be a certain standard to sell food there, and if they can't meet that standard, then they have to pay some sort of tax. And hopefully over time, as more and more counties agree to it, and maybe we'll have enough leverage and power to change it at the FDA level. But in conclusion, I think that these articles were very insightful. They prove a lot of how there are different problems to obesity, different factors, outlying factors, as well as inline factors, which is when we eat the food, and how the trans fats, the harmful ingredients that they put in there, the fillers, how it all just can really make us high risk for obesity, even when we don't even know. And that's the scary thing. So thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.